Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Pensando Inglés, where I bring you real English, real life themes, real world wisdom, and things that are going to make your life better. That's what we do here, okay? Today we're going to continue the mission. I'm going to bring you a video of intermediate level English. And today we are going to read some quotes by great people, very famous, very successful people, and these are motivational quotes that these great people have said. And I really think that quotes like this are beneficial because they are the thoughts of somebody who is successful. And if you want to achieve the things that these people have achieved, you need to get inside their heads, understand the way they think, and start to apply those thoughts, those thought patterns to your life. So today we are going to kill two birds with one stone. That's a good expression for you guys. We are going to kill two birds with one stone. Tell me down below if you know what that means. And we are going to learn some great English, and at the same time we're going to get a daily dose of motivation and greatness from these great people. All right, guys. Here we go. The first quote that I'm going to read to you guys is a quote from a very great man who is no longer with us. He died several years ago, but there is no doubt that this man touched history and perhaps changed the world. His name is Muhammad Ali. He was born with the name Cassius Clay, but he later converted to Islam, the Muslim religion, and changed his name to Muhammad Ali. He is perhaps the greatest boxer to ever live, and he was a brilliant man. And one of the things that this brilliant man said that I really love is that friendship is not something you learn in school, but if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you really haven't learned anything. Okay, and this is coming from a legend, okay? He reached the heavyweight championship of the world. He was rich, he was famous, and he still put such a huge value on friendship, okay? So that just shows you that even with all the money in the world, all the success, this great man valued above all that friendship, loyalty, and love. Okay, guys. Next quote is by, let's see, Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn, maybe you guys have not heard of, listen to his work, but he is actually the mentor of Tony Robbins, okay? I'm sure you guys know who Tony Robbins is, Hasoon Krak, and Jim Rohn was too, okay? Jim Rohn was the Tony Robbins before Tony Robbins was, okay? So this is a short one, okay? But he says, every day stand guard at the door of your mind, okay? Now that means be careful about what you let enter into your eyes, your ears, your thoughts, okay? We have to stand guard at the entrance of our mind, okay? And the Bible says something very similar to that. Jim Rohn was big on old school wisdom. Guys, what this means is don't consume garbage, okay? Don't consume bad things, all right? Don't consume garbage TV shows that you can't learn anything from. Don't consume things that are not beautiful, okay? We need to be focusing on things that are going to improve us, things that are at least beautiful. Focus on the good things, guys. We gotta protect our eyes and our ears because there is so much bad music out there, so much bad TV, bad movies. Everything's bad, guys. And the world wants to shove that stuff into our brains so that we will not become great people, okay? But this great man knew what the world is trying to do to us, and he says to guard your mind. And I love that. That really resonates with me. So that is Jim Rohn. Now, another one of my favorite people, favorite motivational speakers is named Earl Nightingale. Okay, Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale, sorry, was an old school radio host, and he was doing motivational speaking. He wrote books about success and how to achieve your goals in your business. And Earl Nightingale was awesome. I really like to listen to him. He has a great speaking voice. So you guys, if you have a higher level English comprehension, you could go check out Earl Nightingale. He's great. So a quote from Earl Nightingale is, "Don't let the fear of the time it will take to accomplish something stand in the way of your doing it. The time will pass anyway. We might just as well put that passing time to the best possible use." Okay, so what's Earl trying to tell us here? Life is going to go on. The clock will keep on ticking away, okay? So, guys, from this day right here, a year is going to pass, okay? So, do you want to be the same person you are today? Or do you want to do all the right things, try your best, and in a year from now, be speaking awesome English, have the job that you wanted, maybe you're studying, maybe you could have your degree, okay? Time is gonna pass either way, guys. So take the right steps to make sure that when time passes, you will be where you want to be. That, my friends, is wisdom. Okay. Another one from my man Earl Nightingale. He was great, guys. Great. No nonsense, straightforward information from Earl. He said, "A good deal of frustration and unhappiness could be avoided if people would just do what they know they should do." Guys, how many times has a friend been telling you a story of something terrible that happened to them, okay? And they said, "I knew I shouldn't have done it. I knew that I should not have drove after I drank, but I did and then I got arrested," okay? Or "I knew that I should not have been dating that girl because she was not a good person and now she's pregnant. I'm the dad. Oh no." Or vice versa, okay? But a lot of bad stories start with, "I knew that I shouldn't have done it, but I did." So guys, just do the right thing, okay? Just do the right thing. And the thing is, we know what the right thing is most of the time, and a lot of times we just don't listen to that voice in our heads, and we should. So just do the right thing and you can avoid a lot of frustration and sadness. Okay guys, this one is from Tony Robbins. I mentioned him a little bit earlier because Tony Robbins learned everything he knows from Jim Rohn. So Tony Robbins says, "If you want to be successful, find someone who has achieved the results you want and copy what they do, and you will achieve the same results." That's what I was saying about how valuable these quotes are, because these are people who I want to be like, all right? They inspire people, they've achieved great things, they contribute positivity to the world. I want to be like that. So I want to follow their examples, okay? Maybe you want to be like an awesome athlete, okay? Figure out how they train, figure out what they eat, okay? Figure out things like that, and then start to follow what they do, and you will get a similar result. And this one is also from Tony Robbins, and he says, "I believe life is constantly testing us for our level of commitment, and life's greatest rewards are reserved for those who demonstrate a never-ending commitment to act until they achieve. This level of resolve can move mountains, but it must be constant and consistent." I also believe that, guys. I believe that if you refuse to quit, if you refuse to give up on your dream, it's only a matter of time. It might take 2 weeks, it might take 2 years. But if you can look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and say, "I will not quit," punto, I will not quit, there's nothing that can stop you, guys. I believe that with every fiber of my being. So thank you to Mr. Tony Robbins for that quote, because I quite like it. Okay, here's one more from Jim Rohn. Some people have so given up on life that they have joined the "Thank God It's Friday" club. How sad. Okay, so guys, in English we have an expression. We say "Thank God It's Friday" or TGIF, which means "Thank God It's Friday." And it means, oh yes, it's the weekend. Finally, we're done with the work week. We go home and have fun. What Jim is saying is that if your life is a success, you'll be happy every day, and you will not be just waiting for the weekend like, oh, I hate Monday because I have to go to work. No, Jim's saying, make your life so great that you will be excited to go to do what you do for a living. And I know that I'm not quite there yet. I'm sure a lot of you are not either, but we need to strive for that, guys. So let's keep pushing forward to try and make our lives beautiful, to try and make our lives where we're just as happy on a Monday as we are on a Friday. Okay, last one from Jim Rohn. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you will fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Guys, we have to do what we want to do in this world. Maybe our parents think that we should be a dentist, but you don't want to be a dentist, okay? You have to do what you want to do, because if you do what your parents want you to do, you'll never truly be happy, and you'll miss out on so much life experiences that you were meant to have, but you didn't get because you followed somebody else's plan. So make your own path, guys. Walk your own path. Choose your own destination. Okay, now we have... Okay, guys. The last two are from the man who I believe to be the greatest teacher to ever live. I'm going to read them, and I'm not going to tell you who they are, but I want you to type down below in the comments, who do you think is this person that I think is the greatest teacher to ever lived? So first he says, ask and it will be given to you. Search and you will find. Knock and the door will be open for you. And what this means, what this great teacher was trying to tell us, is that you have to know what you want, go out and look for it, and take action. Knock on the door. Okay, if you don't knock on the door, it will never be open for you. So we have to go after what we want, and we will get it. And one other thing that this greatest teacher who ever lived, in my humble opinion, said is, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Let the day's own trouble be sufficient for the day. And what was this teacher trying to tell us? He was trying to tell us that, guys, don't worry about what's coming tomorrow or next week, because we got enough problems today, okay? Focus on today. Focus on dealing with what's in front of you, and let tomorrow come, okay? Fear is like a monster in the closet, okay? A lot of times what you're worried about is not even real. So don't worry about tomorrow. Focus on something that you can do right today, all right? I think that's what this Gran Maestro was trying to teach us. All right, guys. I hope that this video was useful for you guys. I apologize if my speaking was a little off or I seem a little tired. Guys, I had a hard day at work today, but I knew that I have to keep up my commitment and my constant action towards my goals, so I still came home and made you guys this video. All right, my friends, como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.